I don't remember a lot of like intricate things, but I do remember like the main plot points. So that's what I'm going to be ranting about. First of all, the women of the Olsen family were just like jealous, straight up jealous of the Ingalls, like straight up. Now, I don't know why Nels was with that woman. Like, why was Nels with that woman? Like, he was literally with an evil woman and he is nowhere near evil. The little boy, like the little brother was just mischievous, and Nancy and Nellie both really got on my nerves, but the second daughter, I think the second daughter is Nellie, got on my nerves the most. But going back to like the whole family dynamics, the Olsens have nothing on the Ingalls. Like, those women in the Olsen family were just like miserable. Like, it gave miserable, it gave jealous of the Ingalls because y'all could never beat them. Like, y'all could never beat them on y'all's best days. No joke. Like, the Ingalls are loving. They are solid. Like, don't mess with that family for real. Like, y'all can never beat them on y'all best days. Like, y'all cannot see them. So the women of the Olsen family were like wreaking havoc on the prairie, essentially. Like, they were wreaking havoc on the little house, the big house, the white house on the prairie, like literally. So I say that the second daughter really pissed me off because, like, okay, both of the daughters of the Olsen family, they both would like do sneaky stuff and setups to make people's lives miserable, because like you have to be a miserable person yourself to go be miserable to others. Like, y'all are really miserable, and I'm talking to the mother and the two daughters, by the way. So they both would do that. But the second daughter, like, they both played victim. Yes, they both ran to the mother. They both ran to Miss Olsen after after altercations and played victim. But the second daughter would always be like, "Oh my god, they hate me." After they tried to hold her accountable for what she did and being evil, she would always have that, "Oh my god, they hate me" act. Like, yes, we don't like you. We don't like you because you're wreaking havoc on the little prairie. You don't have to do that. Like, what? Like, no, we don't like you. Like, what the heck? And I was talking to myself about this whole thing like before I started recording, and I was getting really upset because you run to mother, you run to mommy to be like, "Oh my god, they all hate me. They hate me." To play victim when when we want to hold you accountable, you're just gonna run to mommy and play victim. Like, you are like, girl, shut up. Like, girl, please don't. Like, oh, you really not about that. I feel like the first daughter was really about that. The second daughter just wanted to run to mommy and play victim, you know? Now we have the Ingalls family. Like, what a family should be. Family that's loving, family that's supportive, family that holds each other accountable. Oh my god, what a foreign concept to the Olsen family. No shade to you, Nels, but why are you still married to that woman? Why was he still married to that woman? No, for real. I mean, you got Charles on the farm. He doing his work. He's doing his thing. Like, that's a good man, Savannah. You got Caroline, like she doing the home. She out working in the school. She was a teacher at one point. Like, even when they grew up, they was still like Laura grew up. She found her man, I believe, something like that. She got her man, I believe. I remember she got her man. I don't know if something happened. I don't remember if something tragic happened or not, because like I used to watch this with my grandmother. Mary, the oldest sister, she grew up, and I think she like got into a profession. Don't quote me, cause I barely remember, baby. I barely remember. But no, they was tea through and through, and I'm like, ooh, I want to kind of rewatch to get into like the little different intricacies, so that maybe like if I want to get on here and talk again, I could talk about like little specific things, right? But I feel like for a show that I haven't watched in like a very long time, I feel like I remember a lot of things about it, like the main things about it, like the main things, the main plot about it. Because like I actually used to pay attention to the show. This rant started before I recorded because I was thinking about like all the nostalgic things. It actually started at Tyler Perry and like the nostalgic movies on BT. Like for example, I was talking to myself about like I can do bad all by myself, and like the actually yeah, that movie. And I was thinking about how me and my grandmother would sit on the couch and we would like sing the song together. Oh Lord, I want you to help me on my journey, help me on my way. Like we would sing that together. And then I started thinking about how other than that, like she would just watch the news, and she would watch like all of the different westerns. Like you literally look up westerns and she probably has watched every single one that's on the list, because we had the INSP channel and the Me TV channel. Now the Me TV channel, I looked it up. This is like the rambly part. Um, I looked it up, and apparently, like in their commercials for Me TV, I remember they would be like, "Oh, in the Philadelphia, maybe even New Jersey, Delaware area." So like Me TV is in a specific area, but I think a lot of people can get INSP. Don't quote me on that. I literally do not know. Um, but Little House on the Prairie is the show that I actually paid attention to. Every other Western show, like I paid attention to it a little bit, but like not a lot. Cause I'm like, these old TV shows, they just riding horses and ranches and running farms. I remember the one with three different brothers. Like you have the three different brothers and like the father, and then they have like this Chinese servant. I'm sorry, but like that's the main things that I remember about it. But like I barely remember anything about it. Like I can't really talk about it. And I'm like, I would I don't know if I want to, but like because I barely even stick to shows right now. I barely even stick to watching shows right now. So I'm like going back and rewatching like those old shows that I would passively watch with my grandmother. I'm like, I don't know if I would stick to that. Maybe Little House on the Prairie, because I'm like, ooh, Little House on the Prairie, I'm kind of partial to it. I already paid attention to it before. But everything else that I passively watched, I'm like, I don't know. But I would probably start with that show with like the three brothers and the father and that show. Because, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there because I could ramble literally about so many other things. But we're going to leave that to other videos. We're going to leave that for other videos in the future. But I'm glad to be back on YouTube, posting on YouTube. I feel like this happens where this is the last little thing, random rambling that I'll put in. I feel like whenever it comes to social media and using social media, it's like I'm either using one or the other more. So like posting more, am I posting more on TikTok or am I posting more on YouTube? That's what it comes down to for me. Right now, I've really been like in this temporary moment, I've been like staying completely off of TikTok, staying completely off of TikTok, and I'm like I need to get back to YouTube. I want to get back to YouTube, guys. I want to get back to y'all. Um and I somehow have 86 subscribers just from talking to myself. So I think that's pretty cool. And whenever I reach 100, I'm definitely going to like do a mini celebration in my head, because I'm like 100 subscribers based on me just like rambling for minutes on end is kind of insane. But yeah, I'm glad to be here, glad to be rambling so that I can post it on YouTube, because this is not content for TikTok. And I feel like me challenging myself to come back to YouTube instead of like being on like putting TikTok down, which is I'm not forcing myself to. I just genuinely want to put TikTok down and be on YouTube. Um I feel like it's expanding. It's expanding my attention span, because the attention span, because you think that constantly consuming short form content is ruining your attention span when you're constantly pumping out short form content to post. I feel like that also does a number in on your attention span from the creator point of view. Creating something that's just going to be quick and digestible and unserious is like takes a lot less. Well, that might trigger some people, that might, in my experience, for my type of content, whoa, because I'm not trying to generalize it for all people, because I know people do proper editing on their TikToks and do vlogs on TikTok and like edit it. Whoa. I'm talking about for me and my content. If you go to my TikTok page, you'll see what I'm talking about. For me, it takes like a lot less time to just pump out a funny and serious TikTok video, something short, something sweet, something that's gonna get really quick engagement. It just requires, all that requires for me to create is like a lot of, is a rush of ideas and motivation, and then like I just do it while I'm motivated and I'm like, yeah, I'm in it. Dopamine, and the dopamine effect hits, versus doing YouTube, even though it's not really effort because I literally do not edit my videos. I don't edit my videos. I ramble. I feel like it's still more effort. It's still more effort to make the long form video, even though I'm just rambling on it. So that's the last thing I wanted to leave with. Bye bye. You got a little glimpse into like how my brain works. So bye.